to the Michael Smerconish program.
Refreshingly independent politics.
Exclusively on Sirius XM's POTUS, channel 124.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Stuck in the middle with you.
Now, here's Michael Smerconish.
So what's a parent to do during a pandemic? Give up. So says the headline on a great essay that the Washington Post published. It is linked at Smerconish.com right now, and of course in my Twitter feed. The author, Lenore Skenazy, the president of the nonprofit Let Grow, and author of, you'll remember this title I hope, Free Range Kids, How to Raise Safe, Self-Reliant Children. Lenore, hope you're coping well in the time of the pandemic.
I feel like I'm coping pretty well, but maybe that's because my kids are older and they're out of the house. But yeah, things are okay. We're here in Queens, sort of the epicenter of the epicenter, and just hunkering down.
Have they not returned to your fold the way that our four have?
No, they're not returning. One's in Brooklyn, it has to be, basically if you're young, under 25, you have to live in Brooklyn at some point. So one of them is doing that. And one of them is in the middle of nowhere. Anyway.
I have one of those. She retreated home with her husband. That would mean under our roof.
Okay, well, you're playing a lot of whist. What are you doing?
Watching a lot of Netflix. Lenore, whatever happened to the son that you gave money and put him on the subway? Where is his station in life now?
Where is he now? Actually, yesterday he went to get himself tested. He's upstate New York. He was going to SUNY Cortland, State University here in New York State. And we think he went through COVID, and we think he's on the other side of it. Thank God I am knocking my beautiful hardwood floors. There we go. He's in his last semester of college. Everything's online. He's just doing that like so many other kids across America.
In your essay, there was something that I circled, which I thought was just great. You said, first of all, you talked about a young Albert Einstein. I guess in order to set this paragraph up, I should first ask you, how did Einstein occupy his time as a boy?
This is my favorite factoid of all. He made card houses out of cards. And what I love about that is, like, if you looked over at little Albie, sitting in the corner at a table, putting those two cards against each other like an A, and then putting two more, and then putting a card across the top of it, you'd think, like, oh, he's a sweet boy, a little slow,
right.
but, we love him nonetheless. And what's really great is that it forces you to recognize that wasted time is, first of all, what everybody has done since the beginning of time. The idea that every second had to be enriched and a teachable moment and just perfect and getting you ahead was really a crazy recent idea that led kids to having zero free time because they had to race from school to soccer to Kumon to reading log to homework help to, repeat and get out of the house in the 7:15 so you're there in time for whatever, the swim practice. Anyway, so time had gotten extraordinarily filled as if you wasted a second, wasted a minute, and your kid was going to fall behind. And then you look at Albert Einstein and you think, okay, card houses, that seems pointless, except if you take a step back, then you think, well, what is he learning? Okay, patience, right? He's learning to, it must fall down all the time, which means you have to start again. So you're learning a little bit of frustration tolerance and try again. You're learning physics, as you do by basically playing any game. And so we just have to give kids a little more credit that when they look like they're wasting time, kids learn from everything. And the tyranny of the teachable moment just has to end. And I think it is because nobody can be, sitting next to their kid, teaching them every second of every day. And now we're going to see what they can learn on their own, even when they look like they're wasting their time.
So many things that you say and so many things that you have written resonate with me. I know that you're right, but I have not practiced what I preach, because when you say card houses, I of course know what you're speaking of. My brother and I used to build them all the time. But Lenore, if you were to say to any of my four, have you ever built a house out of playing cards? I'll bet the answer would be no.
Yeah, my kids did not. I feel like that's my. It's going to hold my kids back. They didn't build card houses either, and now what?
Yeah, exactly. And I'll tell you something funny. Like today, if one of the kids, and ours sadly are now older, but when they were younger, if they were building a card house, I think the impulse would have been building a card house. My God, what time is travel ice hockey? Hurry up, right?
Yes, right. And also the cards would have been flashcards. Like, well, do you mind going to
That's right.
long division? Is that okay? We're going to get the times tables down.
Right. Yeah. Or some.
We really just stopped trusting almost human nature. I mean, until very recently, you didn't have the travel hockey and the Kumon and the 3 hours of homework for the sixth grader. I mean, they had a lot of free time, and you had a lot of free time, and it wasn't the end of the world. It was developing other parts of you other than the academic superstar or the, scholarship lacrosse player.
It's so true. So here's the paragraph from the Washington Post that struck a chord with me. You said, though not every youngster will become an Einstein while quarantining, many seem to be turning into the kids they would have been if they'd grown up a generation or two earlier with more time to discover their real interests and hobbies, remember those days, before childhood got so structured and busy. Wow, what a silver lining for COVID-19.
I'll tell you, we have a contest running right now at Let Grow. So Let Grow is this nonprofit that I run that promotes independence. And this week, the contest is send a picture of yourself doing something new independently that you didn't do before quarantine. And if you go on our site, which is letgrow.org, and you have to find the part that says contest, which requires a teeny bit of looking, people are sending in the greatest pictures. I mean, there are so many kids cooking and riding their bikes, and pictures of kids up trees, and a kid with a nail gun, which maybe isn't the best thing for a kid to have. And it's a flourishing. Boredom is painful. And when you're really bored, like us with our food here, we're like down to the rotten food in our cabinets. I just made a potato pancake mix from like 2016. Basically it's the same thing with childhood. When you have like nothing else to do, you come up with something to do. I can't tell you how many kids have not only are riding their bikes, a bunch of them have started riding bikes, like learn how to ride a bike because they had the time and they had the inclination. Part of what was so weird about the era of childhood right before the virus hit is that kids had so little free time they couldn't even discover what they liked because they couldn't make their own pancakes in the morning because there was no time. If you didn't, if you spilled the milk, if it took too long to clean up, then mom couldn't get out of the house, and then you couldn't get into the carpool line, and then you couldn't get to school on time, and she would lose her job. So everything was like split second and extremely structured. And now I was like, okay, so they're going to spill. Look, they have till 2022 to clean it up. So it's just a breather at the moment.
Does this mindset of Lenore Skenazy extend to Call of Duty?
Yes, weirdly enough. So yes, what's my intrepid 9-year-old who had to ride the subway by himself and desperately wanted independence? What is he doing these days? He is finally getting pretty good, at least according to him. Kill-death ratio, getting up there, Call of Duty. And I'm actually, I didn't practice everything I preached. Let me put it that way. I'm part helicopter on my mom's side. And so when they were young, and our boys were young, we were pretty anti-video game. And that was dumb because if I looked up the actual research as opposed to the alarmist, even if you worry that it's like making people violent, well, violence has been going down for the last 25 years while video game playing has been going up. So it doesn't make kids violent. Does it rot their minds and make them only think about, like, who am I going to shoot today? No, it gives you something fun to do. It gives you a camaraderie with your buddies. I didn't realize there's 5 different ways to play the darn game. Now I know that. And what I love about it is that, why would it be interesting unless it was a little bit hard? Because it's something like the card houses. If it's so easy, if you could build a 30-story card house in 20 minutes, it wouldn't be a challenge and you wouldn't bother doing it again. And with Call of Duty and with all video games, there are levels to go up. And that means that, it's not concentrating on your Spanish homework. It's not concentrating on, what essay you're writing for college. But it does mean that you are working on something not as good as everybody else, trying to get better, learning new techniques, and that's frustration tolerance, focus, and also a little bit of fun. God forbid, a little bit of fun.
Hey, a final thought for Lenore Skenazy. By the way, I'm tweeting a link that you just described. Make it nice and easy for people, and hopefully they'll submit photographs to you. But you would have been heartened to see a story that I had posted on my website yesterday that said jigsaw puzzles are in huge demand right now.
Yes. Yeah. No, that's, so jigsaw puzzles is another side of my family. It's my sister is obsessed with them and does them all the time. And she's darn smart, and she was a healthcare executive. And so you can spend hours and hours and hours on jigsaw puzzles and not get behind in life or intelligence. I promise.
Lenore, I love it when you're here. Thank you so much, and stay safe.
Oh, thank you, Michael, and good luck with the kids back home.
Thank you. That's Lenore